Hello everyone, I'm Terry, the Grapevine Lady. In this tutorial, I'd like to show you how to make a freeform wreath. You don't need one of my forms that I normally use. We're just going to measure it with this, and I'll teach you how. Okay, now I have some vine laid out here, and it has some dried leaves on it. When Venus picks it fresh, it'll have the green leaves. So I either let it set for a couple days because the Florida sun will dry those leaves pretty well, or I have to pick off all the leaves myself, because if you've ever gotten a wreath from a store, a lot of people say there's dirt in it. That's the leaves they left in it, and bugs will get in there. It's a mess. So there's some leaves still on this, and we're going to take them off as we go. This will be pretty easy because they're dry out. So I have this piece here. There we go. Okay. Now, when you make a freeform, what you're going to do, start with a circle, but you're almost going to tie it. And do that. Let me show that to you again. You're going to take it, wrap it around. It kind of locks it and keeps it in place for you. Now, you're going to want to measure this circle. Okay, that is about 12 inches. Yeah, it's about 12 inches. Now, when I make my regular wreath, a 12-inch wreath, or a 12-inch center will make an 18-inch wreath. That's because normally I like 3 inches on both sides. So we will start to make an 18-inch wreath. Now see, these leaves come off so easy after they've been dried. Now, all you're going to do is go around your wreath like this. See how that's staying? And it's not always going to stay that easy. Don't worry about that. That'll be taken care of as you make your wreath. And you just keep going around. Whoops. If they were green, they would not be coming off that easy. And it's okay if a few of the leaves get left in there. Now, when you get down to here, where you have just a piece left, just kind of do that to hold it. Now what I'm going to do, if you want a skinny wreath, you can leave it like that. But now what I'm going to do is get another piece of vine and put in there to keep building. Okay, I have another piece of vine to continue making our 18-inch. What you're going to do is take it, just stick it in there, and you can stick it in this far. If you just do it, like that, when you go around, there's a chance of it coming out. So a lot of times, because it can be clipped later, a lot of times I'll push it all the way through, and then that can be clipped later, so that when I go around, it doesn't come right back out. And then you're just going to do the same thing. Am I going the right way? You have to make sure you're going the right way, and I don't think I did. Nope, okay. We're going this way. Each time you wrap around, you don't want to go against what you've already the way you've already been going. So we're going to do the same thing. Oh goodness, it gets a little harder with when it's just a single piece of vine. But again, it's a free form. You're going to get it, and it's pretty close to a circle to me. And you just keep going around. We're almost finished with this one. Get those leaves off of there. People always ask, "Do your hands get sore today?" And you know, I've been working with vine for so long that my hands really don't get sore. But when I first had Connie and Summer helping me make my wreaths, I had to get the girls gloves because their hands were hurting so bad, and I felt awful because I had worked with it for so long that I don't use gloves. It doesn't hurt my hands. And okay, there is your freeform wreath. Now the last thing we're going to do to tighten it up is what I call a wrapper. And I'm going to go get a wrapper and show you what that is, and we'll finish the wreath. I have my wrapper. Okay, what is a wrapper? A wrapper is a long piece of vine that does not have this. This is the end of that piece of vine. But you're going to want something that's going to wrap around your wreath. And this one, I measured it. Normally when I do my wrappers, I make them about 10 feet long, because if one breaks, I still have enough to keep going. This one, from there to there, well, this whole thing is 13. And I probably won't use this very end spot, but I'm going to keep it on there just in case. Okay, so there's our wrapper. Now we're going to put it on the wreath. Kind of looks a mess, but it won't once we get it all together. Just want to tighten it up a little bit. Of course, you want to wrap going around the same way that you did wreath. Okay, now you're going to start it. So you're going to take your vine, your wrapper, put it like that. I don't like for my vine to be sticking out anywhere, my wrappers, so I try to hide it. Take it, put it around. Pull it together. Same thing all the way around. Now I did notice one thing I want to show you real quick. Okay, this side's a little thicker, this side's thin. Well, what happens if you do that? Do you just settle for a wreath like that? No. What you do is go and get you another piece of vine that has, remember what was at the end of this one? It's kind of spread out. I'm going to get a piece of that and just stick it in for filling. So I'll be right back. I'll leave them in here today. Okay. Now see, that's so thin. So I'm going to fill it in a little bit and not even go all the way around. I'm going to take this piece here and just stick that in. So I can add more to that. And what I'm doing is cutting you don't want to cut it blunt because it'll show. And then let's do it one more time. Yeah, that ought to do it. And don't stick it in the same place. Stick it in a different. You want to hide it. Much better. Because that's where we needed it. Doesn't that look better? And just take your vine, pull it through there. Pull it through there. All right, now we can continue wrapping it. And you know, too, you can do all kinds of things. You can wrap it halfway and then leave some sprayed out to make a wreath. I mean, all kinds of things you can do with grapevine and freeform wreaths. Okay, now you keep going around if you want more wrapper around it, or two things you can do. Two things you can do. You can either cut it here and just slip it in there, or sometimes what I like to do is keep going around with it because it firms up my wreath. Actually, it's a pretty freeform wreath. Oh, let me show you another little trick. You get these tricks in the tutorials that most people don't get to actually see in my videos. When you have something like that, instead of cutting it, take it and wrap it around that, because when that goes in, it's going to pull it up to the wreath. All right, one more and I think we'll be finished with that. You want to stick that in so it's not showing. And then you can just go, if you like it sprayed like that, that's fine. It's however you prefer. And then you can also just go around and snip it. Oh, I've got something else I'm going to show you here in just a second. To protect it, grapevine will last a long, long time if it's protected. And if you spray something on it, which I'm going to say, it'll last a lot longer and it adds some shine to it. Oh, it is a pretty wreath. Now it's still a little bit, I guess that's just me, it's still a little bit thinner up there. So you can take it and keep squeezing, going around, make it even. Still, for freeform, that's a pretty wreath. Now I'm going to show you how to protect it. Alright, now to finish this off, oh, remember I said you can go back and cut some of those if you want to on the inside? I get very picky. I'll pick at it all day long. Okay, that is pretty good. Now what you're going to do is I use clear gloss. Any clear gloss just about. You don't want to use a real cheap one, but if you'll take it, watch the difference, what it does to that vine. Isn't that something? The difference is amazing, and it'll protect it. And if you don't want the shine, don't get the gloss, get a satin, because that'll work. And you're just going to want to do it all over your wreath, front, back. See, here's another little piece. Remember that? The snippet. Take that out of there. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we got it. And there's the back. And that is how you make it reborn. I thank y'all so much for watching my tutorial. Y'all are awesome. Y'all have a great day. Thank you. Here's a bonus for y'all. Vine takes paint really well. And this is my first time doing this. I'm going to try to make something on it, so we'll see. Now we put the polyurethane on there first, and that does help for your colors if you're going to put any kind of color on it. Then what I'm going to do, is take the green and then my red. Yes, we're making a Christmas tree. Alright, well, kind of cool, kind of not. Some might say I just ruined this wreath. But I just did it basically, and so you can cover it up again. I basically did it to show you how vine can take color. But if you know, you might have a different idea. But look at that. Look how easy that takes color. That would look cool, red, white, and blue for 4th of July. But I did not have the blue, so I used green. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. Have a good day.